Tackle made at the 33-yard line. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. They'll set up shop at the 33. First down, 10 to go. They come out with a big set. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 37. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. Defensive line is in tight. Offset I formation in the backfield. Catches it. Brought down at midfield. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 50. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Feeds it to the back. And he's taken down at the 44-yard line. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Throws complete. He's got room to work. Tackle at the 33. Good play for the offense that time.
Yep. Good play and a pretty touch pass by the quarterback.
Absolutely. Right on target.
Offset I formation in the backfield. Give to the tailback. And now he's got room to run. Spectacular play, and now it's 1st and goal. So they keep it on the ground, and they get their 3rd first down of the drive.
Yeah, this is a pretty good-looking drive, don't you think, Coach?
Yes, sir. The offense is in rhythm right now. They are running well and blocking well.
And they're wearing down this defense. The longer a drive goes, the more the advantage goes to the offense.
Nice play fake. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. About 3 yards on the play fake. Here's the 8th play of the series. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They go with the back, and he's in for the touchdown. Nice run and a score by the halfback.
And a nice call by the coach there. Just give it to your main man anytime you're near the goal line.
And he put a great juke move on the defender on his way to getting into the end zone. What a play.
Wisconsin is up by 6. And he adds the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. Excellent kick. Tackle made at the 29. So now let's see how the offense responds as they take the field down 7-0.
Guys, I know it's early in this game, but this quarterback needs to step up and make a statement right now. A good drive could do wonders for his team's confidence.
Here's a handoff, left side. At the 40, inside the 30, the 10, and he will score. Guys, did you see how fast he is?
This kid's one of the fastest players in all of college football. He runs a 4.3 40. He is a burner.
And he uses his speed well. Just watch that last touchdown run, and you'll see what we're talking about.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. He splits the uprights for the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Hits it off. Taken from the 10. He's tackled at the 42-yard line. They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6.
I think they'll continue to pound it out, Brad. This offensive line is doing a great job of blocking, and their running backs are finding all the holes.
If it's not broken, don't fix it. I agree. I think they're going to keep pounding it in there until this defense can stop it.
Comes it out left. Got the fullback. A 4-yard loss.
Well, this was not the best of plays that we've seen from them today.
Yep, they would have been better off throwing an incompletion.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. The halfback with a carry. So they get 5 yards there on the halfback draw.
5-yard gain on the play.
3rd down, and they need to get it inside the 48. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Catches it, and he's punished.
Impressive play by the defense. They're feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Yep, you got to do better than that if you want to get yards against this defense.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. Tries to return it, and he loses the ball. Defense says they've got it, and they do. He's to the 10. Now he turns and goes the other way.
They almost got the ball right back, but they were bailed out on that one.
First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. And we got the backup in there now at running back. Runs left and quickly taken down. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd down and 7. They come out in a goal line set. He's got the corner. He's out to the 30. Across midfield. Inside the 30. To the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. That was a big run by the halfback.
Boy, this kid makes the defense look silly. They're grabbing at a bunch of air down there. They got to hit somebody.
And he converts the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Marshall to kick this one off. And this one's away. Caught at the 8. And he just got drilled. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll start at the 36. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Run the middle and nothing there. 3 yards there on the play.
Good pressure from the defense. They brought the heat. Wasn't much room for the running back to work with.
They line up in an I. To the right and tackled immediately. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on their own 41. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Drops back to pass. Caught. Tackle made at midfield. So, guys, he found his tight end for the first down.
Yeah, this is a great way to utilize the tight end in the passing game.
You know, Kirk, back when I coached, the tight ends didn't do much but block.
It's amazing how much the game has evolved, isn't it?
Absolutely.
They'll give it off here. It's on the ground. 6-yard pickup.
On the carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. The backfield's in an offset I formation. He's tackled around the 36-yard line. And he has a huge run.
I'll tell you right now, this guy is arguably one of the fastest players in college football today. There you see him turn it upfield with such fluidity and quickness.
I agree with you. He's such a natural runner.
Hang on, everybody, because it looks like they came ready to play today. The count here at Camp Randall is Marshall, 14, Wisconsin, 7. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 36. They'll work from the shotgun. Tackle around the 20-yard line. Excellent play as the quarterback found his receiver for a big gain.
Well, give credit here to the receiver for finding that seam and coming up with a nice gain for the offense.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 20. Single set backfield. He fights forward to about the 19. The halfback picks up a yard.
1 yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line. So their last red zone visit resulted in a touchdown. Let's see if the defense can hold them this time. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
That's the linebacker there getting in there to shut that play down.
The D-line did a good job of nullifying out the blocks up front, and that allowed the linebacker to roam free and make the tackle in the backfield.
One-man backfield. Brought down at the 18-yard line.
You know what? I don't see this as a bad call. This guy's in a category by himself when it comes to speed, and he'll take this thing all the way to next time with just a little blocking.
Coach, they got to execute better next time. This guy's a fast player, but it looks like they haven't spent enough time on this in practice. Half the guys on the offensive line look lost.
And it's right down the middle. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin to kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And he's tackled at the 24-yard line. The offense will come out again hoping to have similar results as their last drive.
And that was really quite a drive they put together on their last time out, Coach.
Yeah, that ball went coast to coast. Let's see if the offense can continue to look good this time out.
And they make the stop at the 36.
That outside linebacker better blitz with a sense of urgency next time. When you blitz on a passing play, you better get in there. Otherwise, the quarterback will shred you to pieces.
Marshall looks to be a little slow getting up. It's 2nd and 8. They line up in the jumbo set. He's got the corner. And down he goes at the 39. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
That corner did a great job there containing the outside and not allowing the ball to get by him. That showed good discipline by this defense.
They come out in a nickel. Fires deep down the right side. Almost picked off.
Hey, I know he dropped it, but the safety put himself in a position to make a play. It's impressive.
Gets it off. And he has it on the corner. Tackle at midfield. Nothing too fancy there.
Yeah, I'll take those yards over dancing all over the place and getting nowhere any day.
They'll start this drive at midfield. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Not much room there as they hand it off straight up the middle. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 47. Single set backfield. And he's taken down at the 40. A 7-yard run by the running back.
7-yard gain on the play.
Third and a foot. The line is making some adjustments. And they make the stop right around the 38-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chain.
You know, you can just look at the offensive line and see the surge, and that running back did a good job of reading the blocks to pick up the first down.
Oh, yeah, Kirk. The big uglies are getting it down up front, aren't they?
Straight in the middle, and he meets the defense. He picks up a yard on the play.
There was no room for the halfback to go anywhere right there.
That was a design run blitz by the middle linebacker, and they played the run about as well as you could.
Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. On the ground, right side. And he's tackled around the 30-yard line. They get a good 7 yards on that one. And once again, they'll come to the line, try to convert on third down. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. He gets another carry. And they keep it on the ground and pick up the first.
Good third down conversion right here. Not a real big play, but this gives them a new set of downs to work with.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go to the air here and really attack this defense.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He drops back. Out of bounds around the 22-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup.
They got it to the tight end on that play, but he did not get very far off the line of scrimmage.
They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work. And credit the safety with that last interception.
He knew exactly where the quarterback was going with the football. It's not always about athletic ability. You've got to be a smart player and know what's going on out there.
And that comes from breaking down film of the opposing offense and paying attention all week in practice. This safety was ready for today's game.
They line up in the jumbo set. Hands off, and not much room there as they try to work the left side. 3-yard gain by the running back. From the gun. Can't find anyone open. Throwing deep down the left sideline. Incomplete.
That was one of the prettiest passes that this quarterback has had when it comes to just laying it up there. But one thing I noticed, that if he just put a little bit more air under it, then the guy could run underneath it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a touch there from the quarterback, and that's a big play.
Scrambling around. Pressure coming. They bring the quarterback down. Big play there by the defensive end to get into the backfield and get the quarterback.
It's amazing what this kid can do on the field. Don't let his youth fool you. He's good.
That is why the coach has set the bar so high for this kid. He has all the physical tools to be a superstar in college football, and at the next level as well.
At the 46. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive.
And you know, we talk time and time again about how important turnovers are.
You know what they say? The team that commits the least amount of turnovers usually wins the game.
And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly.
It's harder than most people think to complete short passes like that. I mean, you got a lot of defenders running around in a small amount of space, watching the quarterback's eyes and looking for a quick pick.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Complete. He's got room. He got hit hard. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
I'm right there with you on that one, Kirk.
I guess he'll throw this one as far as he can and hope for a miracle. Tackle at the 31-yard line. Great first half of action, and we're hoping for more of the same. The count here at Camp Randall is Marshall, 14, Wisconsin, 12. Wisconsin will be kicking off, and I hope you're as ready as I am to get the second half underway. From the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Marshall is up 2. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Now he's scrambling. Long ball, right side. Missed him. And they just couldn't connect there on the long ball.
Well, that's one the quarterback wants back. He just had a little too much on that pass.
This place is starting to get fired up. Back to pass. They bring him down. How about the effort of the defense right there?
It's been a great effort by this kid. He has been absolutely sensational. That was his second sack today.
And another thing, Coach, it seems like every one of these guys' sacks comes at a key point in the game. This one was on 3rd down, and they really needed it.
And he's tackled at the 18. That was simply a sensational return.
That was a beautiful punt that drove the punt return man back. But once he got it, boom, gone. He was up the field and on his way.
This guy always is dangerous, and that's why he's back there. They do what they can to get the ball in his hands so he can make plays like that.
Goes right, picked off. Touchdown! So a great play by the defender to give his team 6 points.
Kirk, he made it look easy. You can tell this kid has seen the end zone before.
That was a very good play, and that will certainly help build his team's momentum.
Here's the extra point that'll make it a 2-score game. And the point after is no good. Marshall is ready to kick it away. Here's the kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Let's see how the defense responds now, coming off that big play just a moment ago.
I can't stress enough how much that turnover really turned this game around.
That's why turnovers are usually the biggest difference in close games. Actually, any game for that matter.
He drops back. Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line. That'll be a 2-yard loss.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
2nd down and 12. Ball on their own 18. They line up in a double tight set. And they motion a guy to the right. Drops back to pass. Down the sideline.
Man, you get this guy the ball, and he's going to do something with it. Speed is truly the one thing you can't defend.
You got to get the right angle on guys like him. Otherwise, there's no shot at making the tackle.
High formation here. He steps out at the 48, and the completion nets him very little yardage. Coach, what's up with that play?
I'll tell you, those defenders crashed in and got him in a hurry. No chance to get anything there.
They thought they could sneak something by the defense here on first down, but it's not so.
It's the tailback. And they make the stop at the 42. An impressive first down run, and man, he was flying.
That was almost... Adios, sweetheart. You better take a good angle on this kid, or else he is...
Takes the handoff inside and stopped immediately. And the halfback's got nowhere to go.
Not much for the ball carrier there.
Yeah, Coach, the safety came up from the secondary and made a nice, solid tackle.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. He's taken down at the 27-yard line. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
Yeah, this guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
And they'll bring him down behind the line. Nowhere to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1. Here's the 8th play of the series. It's second down. One-man backfield. Straight run, nothing going on there. That's a 3-yard pickup.
And the defense had great pressure there. They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. And he's tackled at the 17. Everybody was fooled on that one.
Hey, that was a good job here by the quarterback. That could have play fake as a real weapon against an aggressive defense like this.
You're right, Kirk. Those guys are swarming to where they think the ball is, then whoosh, the ball is flying over their heads.
2 tight ends set, and they might be coming with a blitz here. On play action, hit and gets away. Tackle made at the 14. So the defense kept everything in front of them on that play.
They didn't pick up much on that play, but if they keep dumping it off like that, the safeties are going to have to creep up. When you force the safeties to play shallow, it opens up a whole other passing game. That's when you hit them with the home run.
Like I always say, Coach, anything is better than moving back.
Here he goes. Touchdown, Badgers. Good call that time as they went to the ground game, and it got them 6.
And they got it in with a bunch of guys getting some great blocks and just blasting that defense.
Now you got to wonder if we're going to see a 2-point conversion. It'll be an interesting call. Either way, at this point, we're only in the 3rd quarter.
Just get out there and make a play.
They need to tie it up here, and that's exactly why they're going for 2. And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. And they get the 2.
I don't know if they don't trust their kicker or what, but hey, it's 2 points.
So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin gets set to kick this one away. And this one's away. He's tackled at the 28. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start at the 28-yard line. And we got the backup in there now at running back. Handoff. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
It's a pretty good play here by the junior safety, stepping up and making a good tackle on the ball carrier.
They're packed in tight on the line. They go right, and he's tackled behind the line. Well, folks, we just saw what can happen if you don't pick up all your blocks.
Man, that was an ugly nightmare from the beginning.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He airs it out. He hauls it in. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play. The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. Here's the give. Brought down at the 45.
Defensive coordinator has a lot of confidence in his pass defense if he's releasing a safety to stop the run.
And Kirk, that leaves a big hole out there. But on plays when they run the ball, it works.
It's 2nd and 11. Ball on the 45. They line up in the jumbo set. It's the tailback, and down he goes at the 39. The running back gives him 6 on the ground.
6 on the play.
3rd down again. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Can't find anyone open. Under pressure, and they make the stop at the 33. Well, Kirk, he managed to get enough there to move the chains.
Yep, that's a great effort there by the running back to be able to get the ball upfield and pick up another valuable 1st down.
They come out in a goal line set. Heading for the corner. He's all the way. Touchdown. And with that run, this back has hit the century mark. That's 100 yards on the day.
The offense has really stressed the importance of an effective running game, and getting this back over 100 yards certainly shows that they've done a good job of sticking to their game plan.
He hits the PAT. So with just over 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the score is Marshall 27, Wisconsin 20. Marshall to kick. He kicks it. He's tackled at the 24. So their last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive, and until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
This defense may have to move 8 or 9 in the box to stop this running back, Kirk.
Tackle made at the 39. This guy's got as good a hands as you're going to find anywhere.
I'll tell you why. Every day in practice, he won't go home unless he catches at least 100 straight balls without a drop. Now that is dedication.
He's taken down at the 40-yard line. Not much help from his blockers, and he's only able to gain a yard. It's 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 40. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. And it's caught, brought down at the 49.
If this receiver wants to make it to the next level, those are the types of plays he'll have to make.
Absolutely. They love pass catchers that look the ball all the way into their hands and then tuck it away safely.
They motion to the left. Complete. And they make the stop at the 35-yard line. And he threw that ball in there nicely. Did you see that, Coach?
Yes, I did, Brad, and that was a good pass and a very good game.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He might have a chance. He's all the way home. Touchdown. And with that run, this back has hit the century mark. That's 100 yards on the day.
The offense has really stressed the importance of an effective running game, and getting this back over 100 yards certainly shows that they've done a good job of sticking to their game plan.
And he converts the extra point. We have just over 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and we've got a tight one. The score knotted at 27. Wisconsin to kick this one off. It's off. Across the 30. He's tackled at the 38. He made a good cut upfield, got a few blocks, and they were able to come up with a decent return.
That looked like a breakdown in kickoff coverage. Instead of staying in their lanes, they all started sprinting to the football.
That's exactly what happened. You can't do that.
Room around the corner. Got an opening. And he's brought down at the 33-yard line. What a huge run by the tailback.
It's pretty obvious that this offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage that time, but did you see how this halfback eluded the defense?
That, my friends, was a masterful display of skills right there.
He'll get the call again. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 6. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
Let's see if their play calling changes now that they're in the red zone for the first time. It's the tailback. They'll bring him down at the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 on the carry. It's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. Let's see if they try to pound it in here. Both teams have their goal line sets on the field. Gets the ball here and brought down in the backfield. And that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I'll tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
He's scrambling. He's got to throw it in a hurry. And the safety with the interception. That interception could change the whole face of this game.
One thing about this interception, it couldn't have come at a better time for this football team. Now all they need to do is get some points on the board.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 5. And we got a new man in there, running back. Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run, though. As we've seen before, they go with a hurry-up offense. And it looks like we've got our Russell Athletic players of the game. He's changing things up. Back to pass. He flings it right. The ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Number 9, the intended receiver on the play.
3rd and 8. We're down to our final minute of this ball game. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. They hand it off, and they're not going to get it. Great stop. They call his number, and he carries for 6 yards.
And with that stop, it looks more and more like this game is going to be headed to overtime.
Not so fast, my friend. You never know when this punt returner is going to break a big one.
Well, he may get his shot, Coach, but I don't see this punter putting this ball anywhere near the returner here. That would be a huge mistake.
It's been quite a game, fellas. We've got less than a minute left in the fourth quarter, and it's still a tie game.
I'm interested to see the strategy that this offense uses. Do you think we'll see some aggressive play calling, Kirk?
Absolutely. I know this coach, and I would be very surprised if he didn't come out firing on all cylinders.
And they get the sack. There's his 3rd sack of this game.
This guy's got a great motor out there. He's always working his way to the quarterback, looking for the sack.
Watch out. This guy's only a freshman. It's unbelievable how much maturity this guy possesses for such a young man.
Got the corner. Out of bounds at the 32. Good gain there on the quarterback scramble.
You know, I really like the decision to tuck it and run here. He waited and found no one open, so instead of throwing it away, he just took it upfield for himself.
Can't find anyone open. Here they come. And down he goes at the 23-yard line. And it was not meant to be on that drive. They just had too many yards to go.
It's doable in some cases, but most defenses don't give up long running plays on third down.
The kick is away, and he got it. So they take the late lead with that clutch field goal.
Wow!
Wow is an understatement. That was a big kick.
This has been a great game from start to finish, Coach. It's a shame that one of these teams has to lose this game.
Marshall is ready to kick it away. He just drills this one. At the 30. They'll bring him down at the 36-yard line. And this will be pretty much it for this offense. They need to capitalize on this possession. And it all comes down to this. One last chance to throw one up and see if somebody can bring it down and win the game. That tackle just sealed the deal. And the ball game's over. And our final score in this one, Marshall 30, Wisconsin 27. Lee, what are your final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
This is why I'm up here with you guys. Coaching a game like this might give you a heart attack. Marshall really got all they asked for and more in this contest. Great job by both teams.
Folks, that's going to wrap up another broadcast of NCAA Football 09. We'd like to thank all of you for playing, and we hope you'll join us again real soon. Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.